Going crazy to go live out there. I'll be in the hills, in the fucking country.
Alright, I'm live. Ooh. Alright. Let's get started. So, this is the podcast for Trifecta Madden League. This is your boy Dolomite. We're going to start off with the top stories. Raiders beat the Chargers 17-0. 49ers beat the Rams 45-20. Cardinals lost to the Falcons 41-35. Dolphins beat the Colts 10-7. Hey, New York beat up on the Bears 20-18. Jamar Chase went off for 174 rushing yards. Browns had a pretty good day. They beat up on the Ravens. Hopefully this win will help turn the season around. Dallas, we ain't gonna talk about it. Washington beat up on them 62-14. Washington got that big old 6'4" safety everybody seems to be afraid of right now. All right, so we're going to start this off. We got stats, we got league standings, we got all types of stuff to talk about. But first off, we're going to start off with the standings. Patriots right now is the only undefeated team. He's 5-0. He's playing the Packers this week, I believe. I don't know what's going on with the Packers user. I know he runs 2 leagues. He has trouble playing his own games though. Cardinals are 6-1. 49ers 6-1. Eagles 6-1. Raiders 6-1. Jaguars 5-1. Bears 4-2. Falcons 5-1. Giants are 5-2. He had a pretty good season last year, so hopefully see him in the playoffs again. Dolphins 5-2. Then it starts to fall off. You got the Jets and the Bengals. They only got 2 losses. 3 wins for the Jets, 4 wins for the Bengals. Then the Vikings are at 500, along with the Black Knights. Cowboys are 3-4. Steelers are also at 500 at 3-3. Ravens are 2-4. Titans 2-3. Rams 2-4. Panthers, Colts. Kind of goes down after that. Hopefully we'll see what's going on in the coming up weeks. Ain't nobody been trading too much this year, but we did have a recent trade this past week, I should say. So, week 6, we had the Chiefs. They traded Tyreek Hill, Derek Natty for J.J. Watt, wide receiver Darnell Mooney, and the 3rd round draft pick. That's decent. Bears traded their left guard to the Browns. Brown traded Nick Chubb to the Bears. That's a big one. Browns also traded Drew Forbes and Jarvis Landry. So, not too bad. Like a 1 for 3 there. Bears also traded Tariq Cohen, Anthony Miller, and Christian Kirk to the Browns. Y'all ain't been trading for real this year, but a lot of people done kind of built their teams up to the way they wanted them to. So, I'm mad. Recent re-signs. We're going to start with week 5. Broncos re-signed Noah Fant to a 4-year, $24.8 million contract. Browns, they signed Deebo Samuel to a 4-year, $46.3 million contract. Josh Jacobs re-signed with the Raiders for a 5-year, $63 million. Raiders also signed Roquan Smith and J.J. Watt. Roquan got 5 years, $72 million. Woo! J.J. Watt got 2 years, $41 million. That's a nice one. He get $20 million a year. Eagles, that'd be me. Re-signed Marquise Goodwin, 3 years, $34 million. Gotta keep him, man. Got that 98 speed. Can't let him go. Raiders re-signed cornerback Trayvon Mullen for 5 years, $69 million. Jamel Dean re-signed with the Dolphins, 4 years, $59 million. Tyreek Hill, Raiders, 5 years, $119 million. They probably never be able to trade him, but I understand why he gave him that much money, too. Next, we're going to go into stat leaders. This shit been crazy, man. Alright, we're going to start off with the top offensive teams and top defensive teams on the AFC and NFC side. So, AFC right now, top offensive teams, we got the Raiders, we got the Black Knights, and we got the Browns. Now, that's just in offensive yards. It doesn't necessarily mean that they put up a lot of points. Top defenses in the AFC, you got the Titans, Colts, and Jags. I just played the Jags, and I ain't gonna lie, he damn sure pissed me off. Top offenses in the NFC, you got the 49ers, you got the Cards, and you got the Giants. Top defense, hey, look at that. That's me. Top defense is the Eagles, and you got Panthers and the Falcons. Eagles lead the NFC. Oh, no, I'm lying. Washington leads the league in interceptions with 36. It's crazy. That makes sense, though. Cardinals are second in interceptions with 30. Jags got 28. Browns and 49ers right there with 24 and 27. We're going to talk about some of the stat leaders for the league for rushing, passing, and all that good jazz. Trey from the 49ers. He is leading the league in passing with 2,000 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 14 picks. Rushing, Todd Gurley, Atlanta Falcons. 787 yards with 7 touchdowns. Joe Mixon is right there with him. Less than 100 yards behind with 7 touchdowns as well. Travis Etienne from the Jets has 12 touchdowns. Receiving wise, Jamar Chase leads the league right now. 21 receptions for 962 yards and 9 touchdowns. He averages 137 yards per game right now. Right behind him is Terry McLaurin for the Patriots. 732 yards, 25 receptions, 146 yards a game with 8 touchdowns. Ben Vasquez, 716 yards, 102 yards a game, but he has scored 13 touchdowns. Good for him. Defense-wise, Roquan Smith leads the league with 40 solo tackles, 11 assists, and At 51 total. He has 4 tackles for a loss. Interception leader for the league is Kyle Hamilton for the Washington football team. He has 17 interceptions. Along with 9 defensive touchdowns. That boy is 6'4", 220. It's kind of hard to throw the ball over a person that's 6'4". All right, man. Last thing we're gonna look at the schedule for this week. Call my pickouts. Just so y'all know, all music played on this podcast is by your boy In Crowd Kizzy. Look him up on Spotify, YouTube. This week we got the Jags and the Black Knights. I'm gonna pick the Jags. Chiefs and Titans. Chiefs if they play. Titans been hit and miss. Patriots and Packers. Packers may not play, but if they do, I'll probably still pick the Patriots as the winner. So far, everybody has already played their games. Other than the Jets and the Bills, pick the Bills on that one. Panthers and Steelers, I'm gonna pick the Steelers, but you know that could be a toss-up. Panthers could give them an L. Y'all get y'all games in, man. We can go in advance early. Let me know when y'all are here on the next week's show. This is your boy Dolomite, and I'm out.